it comes to my immediate family, my wife and my son, I'm very boastful, and I like to brag on them. So before I bring Raelyn up, I want to just share with you why she's so special. A lot of you only get to see a little bit of what she is about. I get to live with her every day, fortunately. We work side by side. She's my best friend. We're business partners. So I'll share with you, when I first met Raelyn, initially you're attracted for visual reasons. At least guys are. And so initially it was the black dress, the plunging neckline that really got me. But when you decide to have a partner for the rest of your life, there has to be a lot more that goes into it than just that. And anyone that's married and has a partner or is looking for one, probably you guys all know that. What struck me about her was that, first of all, she was even interested in me. Second of all, it was that she was this great-looking woman, but was not into herself. She was open to talking to anybody and everyone, and that struck me. That I thought that was really cool. And that's the kind of person I wanted to spend the rest of my life with, someone that had it together but was open to being friends and talking to anyone. And how that translates to our business is that when she walks into a room, she's just one of those people that you're attracted to. Whether not in a physical way, but you want to know more about her. She is this bright light anywhere she goes. And in our business, I said some nice things about Jen, and I can say those things about Raelyn as well. She really wants to help people. She has a heart for people. And I was speaking to Alex earlier before he got up. And one of the most important things about our business is your heart for people. If you don't have a heart for people, this isn't the business for you. Because until people know you care, they really don't care anything about what you know. And so, I have been around a lot of great leaders in our company, a lot of smart individuals, people who've had success in the business. And I can tell you this, I have never met anyone that's better than her at the business, at heart for people, at going out and doing everything that's expected of us every day. And what's expected of us, there is no, you don't have to have a certain set of skills to do what we do. It's a system. So if you're new to this, if you're looking at this business, know that anyone who has success in this business, it has nothing to do with them. It's because someone followed the system that's been put in place. And Raelyn follows the system. She's persistent. She's consistent. And she does it with a great attitude every day. And so, it's my wife, Raelyn.
Come here. Golly, don't walk away after that. Thanks, David. All your kind words in. Let's give it up for all the trainers. So, Mike's right. The people that got up here today, they just follow the system. They're persistent, consistent, with a good attitude. And it really isn't about, it really is this being successful in, I don't really care what you do, being successful in life is about what Alex talked about. It's about what Jessica talked about. And then what Jen and I are going to talk about are just extra, to be honest. Because you can know how to send a video, you can office, but if you don't have the guts to send the video that Jen just taught you how to make, then it's for nothing. So if you're not doing something in the business and that something is personal development, you're missing the whole boat. You're missing everything that's been taught at conference. You're missing everything that Jeff Olson stands for. You're missing everything that all the people that at the top, bye Ann, I love you. Everybody at the top has focused on for years. You know when you see somebody up on stage and you're like, that person is in personal development. You know what I'm saying? Like you see Puya, holy crap, like that guy is immersed in personal development. You can tell the way he talks, the way he acts, the people that he mentions in his talks. So I just want to encourage you that if you got nothing from me today and nothing from Jen, I'm good with that. I want you to get something good from Jessica and good from Alex. Okay? Jake? And once you get that done, then you can go back and go, okay, what did Jen say? What did Jen say? Okay, so
Jen.
I'll answer. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about the social selling aspect of the Edge, and why we wanted to do this regional is for the people that have the Edge. We hope that we shared with you something that you didn't know, or something that you weren't taking advantage of. Maybe you knew it was in there, but you're like scared to click on it, or you haven't really, done that before. So we hope that we brought that to you today. But for those, if anybody's in the room that does not have the Edge, hopefully you'll go home today and register for it, because for $30, there's no better money that you can spend, quite honestly, in your business. And I don't know how I would run my part of the business at all without Go Prospect. I use it every day. I'm back in the Edge all the time. Like, I just don't even know how you could do it. So, what I wanted to talk about today is the social selling part. Like I said, Connor got me this book. It's called Instagram for Beginners, because I keep asking him, babe, can you teach me how to do Instagram? Because, kids, they're just smart like that. So he's like, Mom, you just need to go in there and start playing around. But it scares me because I feel like I'm really good and proficient at Facebook, but when it comes to Instagram, I wasn't as confident. So I was looking for somebody, I always, when I don't know how to do something, I'm always looking around me going, who's good at it? And I want to get with that person. So, but you know how it is to nail teenagers down. So I think he was just like, I'm going to buy her a book. And so there's a quote on page 3 of this book, and it said, despite the fact that 87% of people have a mobile device, only 12% of businesses have any type of mobile marketing program. So many people are shopping online. So many people are looking at ads on Facebook. So many people are seeing a picture on Instagram and clicking it and buying it. It's happening like crazy. And there's only 12% of the people that are taking advantage of that. Don't you want to be part of that 12%?
Yes.
So, Neora, Amber, especially, she's like kind of the mastermind behind the whole social selling thing. She wanted to do a social selling boot camp because she understands that if only, I think she's probably thinking if only 12% of Neora did the social selling system, just think how much our business would grow. So she feels like she takes the time, she does the research, and she's put together this amazing, where's the Minnie Mouse thing that Jen was? So how many of you guys, and this is not to make anybody feel bad or whatever, but how many people have watched one of the social selling boot camps? Awesome. How many have watched all of them? Awesome. Fabulous. Well, the good news is if you haven't got to watch all of them, they're all in the back office. So you can go back and, rewatch it. So I wanted to just, share just a little snippet of one of Amber's videos. And I want you to take notes while she's talking, and I want you to write down everything that she says that you didn't know. Okay? watch this episode, and I'm probably going to watch this next few minutes, and I'm probably going to learn something. So, think big. Oh, it's going to make you sign back in, Jen. Okay. Sorry.
Here we are. Let me go to Instagram. Okay. So on Instagram, stories are these little circles here at the top. And these are the most viewed content on Instagram. People look at that even more than they do the main kind of feed. This is your main feed here, and this is your stories. So if I click here, right, I would see this is actually a fun thing we did where people could ask questions about our acne treatment pad. So they asked questions and we answered. You guys can go back and see that. But that's an example of stories that people go through. So creating your own story. So for example, I just posted something today so you guys could have an example. This is when I took my 2 kids to hibachi this week, and I put, in case you thought taking 2 kids to an under to hibachi is a good idea, I'm here to share it is not, which is kind of part of entertaining, right? This would fall in the entertaining bucket. I'm letting people see a glimpse of my life, me and my kids, taking them to hibachi. It was crazy. You notice my empty wine glass, because it was very stressful. But some of the great things about a story is here, if I hit this, seen by 251 people, I can actually see everyone who has seen my story. So this is great when you're using your tracker. So everyone should be using the social media tracker that we have in your back office. It helps you keep track if you're doing all your daily activities, but there's also a place there for you to make notes of people who seem to be watching your content or engaging in your content, because those are great people to start conversations with. The other great thing about stories is this. So I hit my direct messages. There's all these different people who have reacted to my story or replied. So this is one of my friends. So she replied to this story, and she says, OMG, Jack just became obsessed with hibachi, and Henry just wants to grab all the plates. Those are her kids, right? So then that started, from viewing my story, she started a conversation. Now I can reply back here, and start a conversation. And this is a great way to build relationships with people, right? People start seeing your content and you'll find things in common. It's a great way to start conversations, even with people you haven't talked with in years. I can write back a comment, and the cool thing here, if I hit this microphone, I can actually record a message back to that person, which makes it really personal. I mean, you don't need to use that all the time, but it's just a great thing to know that you can use a voice memo back to people. So here's all the different messages I've gotten from people responding to my Instagram stories. And we know that piquing interest is what we're trying to do in social media. Posting on social media doesn't count as 2 a day, but once you're starting a conversation, you move. Obviously, once you start a conversation, you just want it to be organic. Like Jennifer Gibbons shared from conference, you just start the conversation, you build that conversation, and then over time, they'll start seeing some of your stories and stuff on your newer products, and you can introduce that into the conversation. Say, hey, I actually have some extra free samples this month, and I would love to send you our skincare products. I'm looking for people to give me their feedback, right? That's a non-threatening way to insert that into the conversation. So if we go to, I'm going to go to my page here. This is my Instagram page, the Amber Works. I'd love to connect with you if you haven't yet. But here I've actually saved some stories so I could walk through them with you. So this is a great way, when you save, first I'll walk you through how to create stories, and we can talk about saving them. But I have here Speaker Life. These are stories that I saved from when I was at conference. So if we click on that, stories are a great way to share with people just like snippets of your day, like the hibachi grill experience. But this is showing kind of I'm showing people a day behind the scenes of speaking, right? So I have here, send all the copy, day 3 of hashtag New York Get Real. So this is just a picture I took using the hashtag. Again, I can see that it was seen by 710 people. I'm going to click that and see who. Here, I have wearing at Target shirt on stage today, ain't no shame in my Target game. So I tagged Target in that because that makes it discoverable for people who also like Target. So I would like to connect with other people who love Target as much as I do. So you can tag in your stories, always tag people, brands, and locations that are relevant to your story because that'll make it viewable to more people. Think of Instagram as a search engine. You want people who share like interests or in the same location or know similar people to be able to find you. So when you tag it appropriately, it makes it searchable for those things. So now this makes it searchable for people who also like Target. So keep going. This is the real lady boss telling me that we need to leave all the crayons on the paper. So this just gives kind of as I'm getting ready, my little boss bossing me around. Then I used a poll. Who is wearing their hashtag Invisiblock today? So this is a cool feature I'll show you how to use. But people then can vote and say yes or no, and you can modify what the answers are. So yes, I love my skin, or no, my skin is bad. So you can make them fun. And then I used a boomerang feature here to show people the product. And then this last one is getting my makeup done, and it takes a village. Thank you at Rebecca Red Makeup. You're so talented. So I tagged Rebecca because she was the makeup artist, and I would love for people who follow her as a makeup artist to see my post. So I tag her in it because she's a relevant brand to the post. So those are kind of some examples of stories and what they look like. So stories are a great way to
Yeah, that was about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
A little over 5 minutes. Did anyone learn anything in 5 minutes?
Oh, yes.
Holy crap. Amber Olsen shopped at Target. That's what I learned. No. I'm like, oh, that's a cute shirt. I need to go to Target, right? So one of the things that stood out to me, clearly Mike and I were sitting at conference. Clearly we were listening to all this, but there's so much going on, and your brain is so overloaded with information. So when I watched this, and she said you should be using the social media tracker that's in your back office. I was like, what is she talking about? Clearly she said this on stage. So I went into the back office right after I watched this and I downloaded the social media tracker. It is in your resources, marketing center. And you go over here to US English. Wiki resources. Why don't this go down? There you go.
Social selling system?
Yes. Where is that?
Yeah, it's
Is that the bottom?
second to the last on that
It's
page.
not letting me go down. Huh?
You might have to go to the next page.
Can you hear me?
Remember the original letter?
Just got left. My world.
Anyway, it's under social selling, under there. So I'm looking at this and it says it has 6 boxes. The first one, follow 5 people on Facebook. Okay? The second one is follow 5 people on Instagram. The third one, wish Facebook friends happy birthday. The fourth one, follow the 10 for 10 formula. Does anyone know what that is? It is in this book. And by the way, if you weren't at conference, you can download this book, this entire book in your back office. And it's on page 22. Social selling. Oh. There it is. So the 10 for 10 formula is 10 minutes prior to posting on Facebook. Whether the content is an image, a quote, a video, text, etc., you need to be active on Facebook. Engage with other people's content in your newsfeed by viewing, liking, and commenting and sharing on their posts, especially your prospects and customers' posts. This alerts Facebook that you are active, as well as who are the ideal people to see your post. Here's a pro tip. Choose 5 friends you haven't spoken with in a while or that are on your prospect list. Go to their profile and like their profile picture. Like and comment on 2 or 3 of their posts. This will make it more likely that your post will show up in their newsfeed. Okay, now it's time to post. So you've been on Facebook for 10 minutes, and we're not scrolling, we're not seeing what everybody has for breakfast. We're intentionally working our business, and we are looking at our prospect list. Who said they were going to become a customer but hasn't yet? Who said that they really wanted firm but hasn't ordered it yet? Those are the people that you want to go onto their page, like and comment a few of their photos. So it's time to post your photo now. After you post, spend the next 10 minutes interacting with the people who have liked, commented, or shared on your post. Okay? Because for those 10 minutes, the more action your post gets in the first 10 minutes, it will automatically, let's say that Micho, she posts something the same time I post something, and she's not doing her 10 for 10 and I am. My post is going to go out to many more people than hers, even though we did the same amount of work. Does that make sense? So just that one little extra time, because how many of you, and I do it all the time, and I try to stop myself, how many of you post something and then you're like, okay, I'm done. Let's go see what everyone else is posting. You're missing the boat. It's kind of like you did the work, but now you're not going to get paid for it, because only just this much is going to see your post. The next thing is post at least 1 Facebook and Instagram post. That's just per day. Just post 1 per day. Direct message with 5 people. So you could go back, those are your follow-ups. Those are the people that you've been talking to. So I'm thinking about, what has brought my personal success and me getting customers personally, the people that I'm talking about. And it is literally like these things right here. So if you did nothing nothing else in your business on the work side of it, clearly we need to do personal development, but on the work side of it, if you did nothing but these things every day, or just 5 days a week, your business would grow, I swear to you. I promise. So don't make it hard. Download this tracker and be like, okay, for the next 30 days, I'm going to do these 5 things. And don't go to sleep at night until you do them. You can still post things. There are people on Facebook at 11:45.
That's me.
That's Jessica. They need your sleep shoes.
Just saying.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
That book that you all got from conference, can you get that?
You can download it in the back office.
Oh, okay.
Yep. It's called the Social Selling System. Yep, and you can print it off. There's examples. There's leverage. This one says leverage live video. There's no faster way to build your brand and grow your business online than creating videos. Live videos are the best way for people to get a sense of who you are as a person. Jen and I make stupid videos all the time. And we're stupid all the time. Like that's who we are. That's what we do. I cannot tell you how many people say, we went to a restaurant one night, and this guy comes up to me, he goes, do you do videos on Facebook? I had no idea who he was. He was a friend on Facebook, but I had no idea who he was. He was a real estate agent in Kansas City. He's like, oh my gosh, those videos that you do with your friend crack me up. I show them to all the ladies at work. That one where you guys were in this warehouse and he starts telling me this whole thing, which was like 3 months ago. So people are watching. So don't worry about what people are going to think, or that you don't look perfect, or your makeup's not done, or whatever. Don't worry about that. We do stuff all the time with, my dad says, I don't really know if you should do videos on the way home from the gym.
On the way home.
I'm like, I don't care, because I'm on the way home from the gym. It's what happens. So don't worry about, because all the people that worry about what I look like, i.e. my dad, like, I can't worry about that, because it's not a big deal to me. It's my life. It's how you do things. So, just reading that one little thing about live video just took me back to, yes, that's true. That's what I'm doing. Okay, the next thing we're going to do, really quick, I want you guys to be able to go home with a thing that you've got accomplished. So, we're going to talk about hashtags for a second. And in the social selling booklet, there is a thing about hashtags on page 29.
Does it say which ones are outlawed? You know there are some.
Yes. You mean with our business?
No,
on
just
Instagram.
General. On Instagram.
There's like a whole
Well, we're
list
not
of
going to pick
things
any of
they're
those
not.
outlawed ones. I don't know what that is, but
they block you and stuff.
So,
License photography.
on Instagram, and this is just one little thing to learn about Instagram. On Instagram, you can use up to 30 hashtags. Okay, so Tommy, can you help me? You have a good handwriting. So you can use up to 30 hashtags. The least to optimize the visibility of your post is 11. So you at least want to use 11. You can use up to 30. I'm just gonna put my words in there. So we're gonna think of some hashtags that you can use, and what I want you to do, you can write them down now. But when you get home, I want you to get your phone out and put it in the notes section. Just hashtag this, hashtag that, and then you can just make a post. You can go copy that, paste it. Okay. I need to get better at this because I'm so used to posting on Facebook. So, but if I go and post on Instagram first, put my hashtags in there, then it's automatic. There's a button that says Facebook, and you just click the Facebook, because now Facebook owns Instagram. It makes it amazing because I post it on Instagram, it immediately goes to Facebook. So I don't have to post it twice. So let's think of some good hashtags for a Neora post. Jen. Holistic. All natural. What's that? Needed. That's a good one. Anyone else? Plant-based.
Hashtag science.
Real science.
Real science.
Hashtag home-based
Real results.
business.
Psychic.
Hashtag psychic, yeah.
Yeah, psychic,
Sorry.
lady boss.
Work from home.
And like lady boss.
That's a big one. Lady
Man
boss.
boss.
Man boss. So when you put in a hashtag on Instagram, it's going to pull up how many people have searched that word. So like when Mike and I had our Harley, it didn't matter if the person might.
Easy now. Coming down.
Like, get back up.
You better practice, honey.
That was actually like in this example, and on page 29, it says hashtag mom boss has 10.2 thousand posts that use that hashtag. Okay, so all those people are also mom bosses. So what I was gonna say was Mike and I had our Harley. We were going down the road, and if another Harley passed us, they would wave at us like, "Oh, those are our friends." If we went to a bar and oh yeah, they could do this. How do you do that? Oh, this. So if you go to a bar and you pull up next to a Harley, and we had a Harley pull up next to them, we automatically start talking. It's the weirdest thing. It's like, oh, you have a Harley, we have a Harley, you must be cool. If I went to a dog park and everybody had a dog there, only Janice had an Australian Shepherd, I would be talking to Janice. I love Australian Shepherds, she loves Australian. We must be friends. She must be a cool person. She might be the worst person ever. But I don't know that because I'm just attracted to her because she likes what I like. And that's what is good about Instagram is you really do start attracting people that like the same things that you like. So you can put all these down, but then you want to make several things that are personal to you. So mine might be hashtag Aussie lover. I don't know, I'm just like drawing a blank here, but you know what I'm saying, like do it like personal to you. Mary, you might say something about your embroidery business. You know,
Adventure seeker.
what?
Adventure seeker.
Hashtag adventure seeker, hashtag,
Hashtag cat lover. Hashtag
yeah,
bird
hashtag,
watcher.
yes,
Cat lady.
yes. You guys get me? Because people are going to look at that, and those people are going to,
Hashtag Harley with all of this too.
yes, yes.
So hashtag below.
So you want to put things that are relevant to your post and then things that are relevant to you. Because you want to bring both of those
Yeah.
things. Okay, you don't want people to think you're just an advertisement. Also in your shoot, I forgot. Thank you, Tony. Also on your Instagram account, and in this book, it shows you how to set up your your account.
While you're looking that up, I'll also share what Amber said at conferences. You should hashtag your name on Instagram. So like mine is genuine. So I always hashtag genuine. And like, I don't know, Raelyn is yours.
Mine is Get Real with Raelyn. Yeah,
Mine's
so
Honey
whatever that
Casey
is.
Low.
But on your bio, that's what I was trying to say. On your bio, you definitely want to put things that are relevant to you. So it might be, you know, entrepreneur, it might be cat lady, it might be whatever, you know, loves tacos. Like make sure, and then put emojis after each one of them because it just makes it more alive. So that goes. And it's actually in one of the social selling videos about how to do that. It's also in this book. It's also in this book. So I just kind of wanted to show you guys today that watching those is beneficial. If you guys learned something in the 5 minutes that I played, clearly in 8 episodes or 7 episodes that we have, I think there's 7, and they're about 25, 30 minutes long. So if you have a 25-minute drive to work, it would be a great thing to pull up on your phone and listen to. If you know, just make it a point that, okay, 25 minutes, I'm going to take 25 minutes 4 times this week, and I'm going to knock that out. Right now, she's kind of taking a break, and why do you think she's doing that? So everybody can catch up. Because she knows that some people have missed weeks, and they go in succession. So you want to start at episode 1 and keep going, because it kind of goes in line. You learn more, you learn more, you learn more, you learn more, and you will be like, you will feel so much better at the end. You'll feel like, oh my gosh, and it's not scary. All you have to do is click and watch. Like, you don't have to go to a seminar, you don't have to sign up for anything. If you have the edge, you can just click and watch, and you can be smarter. And once you're smarter, you always feel more confident to do it, right? The things that I mean, that's why I'm like, Connor, can you please help me with Instagram? Like, no one's gonna jump out of this thing and fight me. But I wasn't comfortable doing it, so I didn't know how to do it, and I didn't want to do it. Nobody wants to do something they're bad at, right? Or they're not good at. So that is my section today, because I really wanted to show you guys that if you just did this, and you went through and watched those videos, you will be so much farther ahead than you are. And I guarantee you, even if you think that you're fabulous on Facebook or Instagram, you're going to learn some stuff. Because Amber has really put so much work, and she's so talented at social media. And guess what? She didn't start off that way.
No.
And Alex was scared to come down today, but he worked hard in preparing, and he did great. Just the first time I asked her to talk back a few years back, she was terrified. And then this time I asked her on Monday, she was like, yeah, I'll do it. Like, she didn't hesitate at all. Jen gets a little nervous when she's up here. She just said,
I get a lot nervous. I do.
she gets a lot nervous. I'm a complete freak of nature, and I love being in front of people. So I don't ever get nervous about that. But I do get nervous about certain things in my life. And those are the things that I don't feel that I'm good at. So we just want to bring that all together with you, share with you guys what is in the edge, why you should have it, why you should take Jen's advice and just start clicking, look around. Yes, John?
With all those hashtags, do you use them all every time, regardless of who your message is pointing to?
You might change a few of them, but you would always, I would always use Get Real with Raelyn. I would always use maybe Lady Boss, or I would always use the things that are consistent with me. If it's a Eora post, I'm always going to use all the anti.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So say I've got a Neora post, but I would still do the hashtag with the woodworkers,
Yes.
hashtag in charge of lovers, that kind of
Yep.
thing.
So you want to put things that are relevant to your post and things that are relevant to you.
I got it. But they would, okay, so you
Yeah.
can mix them that way.
Right.
You
You
can
want to
do
use
like
at least
hashtag
11.
Neora.
What's that?
You can do like hashtag Neora, hashtag iSerum, hashtag in charge of lovers, and then on your next post, hashtag a hydrogels, hashtag Neora, hashtag in charge of lovers.
Or you can put them all on one thing.
Well, I'm just saying, like, you can kind of change a couple of them. Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be good.
But can you tell the tip about boomerang? Because it is really funny. Remember that tip that you told me the other day that it gets seen like so much more percent like than other posts
Yeah.
if it moves.
So So the other day I did. We had our Prolistic promotion. So I did a pic collage, and I took the Prolistic promotion on one side, and then I did a boomerang where I was going. And I got so many hits on that.
Can you put
Because-
a boomerang into a pickle wash?
Yeah. Because a boomerang saves to a video in your phone. So you can just pick that, and like I had this one on this side, and then I'm going. The first time I did it, I was going like this and pointing off page, which was really smart. So I had to do it again, but it took like 30 seconds, so it's not a big deal. And again, boomerangs, you keep. Yeah, I could have thought of that. She said you could have just flipped the pictures. I'm like, I can't think of everything, Jess. But boomerangs are fun. Even on a post, like she did, like Amber did, take your camera, set it down, and just take any kind of product and go like this. People are going to be like, what is that? Because normal people, or stops you is going to stop other people. So take note of that. Be like, what makes me stop? Is it? I mean, sometimes for me it's a really good before and after picture. Sometimes it's it's a photo of a beach, or it's always something that is interesting to me.